birds. For me, thank you. And the sea, it's mine already. Wow. Not the sky and the stars, too. That's very generous. Perhaps too generous. Thank you. What are you thinking about?
Music.
How can you think about music? You either hear it or you don't.
I'm hearing it then.
Oh. I read a book today.
Did you?
Yes, it was very interesting.
That's good.
Don't you want to know what it was about?
Of course.
It had stories about people's lives, how some turn out well and others turn out badly.
Did you love the book?
Yes, I think so. It can be interesting to see if other people, like dead people who wrote books, agree or disagree with what you think.
Why?
Because it makes you a larger part of the human community. It had very interesting arguments.
So interesting arguments are good arguments.
Yes.
Oh. I thought good arguments were right or wrong, not interesting.
Well, these particular arguments were very interesting.
Maybe you should make up your own thoughts instead of reading them in a book.
I do. I do think up my own thoughts.
I know. And I love how you make up your own thoughts. I wrote a song for you today.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not interesting. Or not interesting. Just is.
Will you play it for me?
That's too many parts. Do you remember this melody?
I'm bad at remembering melodies. Why don't you remember it?
I have 11 other ones in my head, making for a total of 12. You have it?
I think so.
Let's hear it. The rhythm's a little off. Let's clap it out.
Is that right?
We'll practice.
I don't need to know about rhythm. I have books.
Don't books have rhythm?
Kind of. Let's go in the water.
Do you remember my melody? Will you remember my melody under the water?
Yes, I will always remember your melody. It will be imprinted on my heart like wax.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When will you play me the whole song?
When I get 12 instruments.
When will you get 12 instruments?
I'm going to make each strand of your hair into an instrument. Each strand will stand on end as it plays my music and will become a hair orchestra. And you will be flown up into the air by your hair.
I don't want to be an instrument.
Why?
Won't I fall down when the song ends?
Oh, well, the clouds are going to be so moved by your music that they will become heavy and float you gently down to earth. How about that?
Okay.
It's settled then.
What is?
Your hair will be my orchestra. And I love you.
I love you too.
How will you remember?
That I love you?
Yeah.
I can't help it.
I better tie a string around your finger so you don't forget.
Is there string in the ocean?
I always have string, in case I come upon a broken instrument. This hand? Is this too tight?
No, it's fine.
There.
That's a very particular finger.
Yep.
You're aware of that?
Yeah.
How aware?
Very well.
Orpheus? Are we?
You tell me.
Think so.
You think so?
I wasn't thinking. Just yes.
Yes. Yes!
Yes!
May our lives be full of music.
Maybe you could get me another ring. A gold one. To put over the string one, you know?
Whatever you want. Do you remember my melody?
It's right here.
my piece. I'll send out a survey tonight, just asking you a few questions about it to help with my IPP. So just please respond to that whenever you get it. Next, we have Floor's piece, and you're in for a really interesting piece, okay? Should be able to
What
do that.
time? Wait, what time? Do you know?
What time?
Yeah.
It's right after this. So.
Okay, perfect.